Motormouth Jenkins here, welcoming you to our brand new YouTube channel. Hope that you'll come back and see every segment each and every week, and I will share preventative maintenance tips and regularly scheduled maintenance tips for your car. So whether you know a little bit about your car or absolutely nothing, this is the channel just for you, where I share over 35 years of experience as a qualified and licensed service technician with truck and coach, light truck and passenger vehicles. Come back and visit us and tell your friends, and we'll see you each and every week right here in the Car Connection Workshop on YouTube. Hey friends, welcome back to Car Connection Workshop. Your host now, Motormouth Jenkins. On my stool today, it's my naughty stool. Yeah, well, maybe not. We got a ton of stuff going on, so let's just jump right into it. We're back on the Pontiac Firebird Trans Am. It's now time we're going to get the rear brakes done up, because when you start a project like this, what I generally like to do so that I can, so this vehicle isn't tying up a bay, or any particular vehicle's tying up a bay too long, is get the motor running, get through that, make sure you can just put the key in the ignition and it fires up and it runs. You don't have to work on it to get it to run. It's already ready to go on the road, basically. Second thing I do is I assess the brakes. Let's get brakes on it. Let's make sure suspension and steering in the front is good, so I can fire it up, I can stop it, and I can steer it. So we've got full brakes on the front. The rear brakes are a bit of a mess, only because the vehicle's been parked. And yeah, you'll see some body work here that needs to be done. We're not covering that today. And a hello pocket here. This is the takeout window. Yeah, but this will all get taken care of in another video, and I'll show you how I do it, because I have some friends that are in the business, and they give me some pointers on how they would fix this. They explain it to me and what I need to use, and we'll cover that in another video. So this may look like something really bad, but it's actually not that bad to fix. But today, I want to get brakes on the rear, so that, and then do brake lines, get the hydraulics up and running. Then that way I have a vehicle that can go back on the floor, and we can hop in it, start it up, and move it, so it can get moved around. And that helps to get other work done. So that's the way I like to approach it. Hey, put how you take care of getting a vehicle ready and on the road. Put that down in the comments section. So be sure, if you like what you see, like, subscribe, share, put a comment down in the comment section. And I always put descriptions in the description box. If there's anything special, tools-wise, products-wise, I put that in the description. But share us with your friends, and help us to get to 2,000 subscribers, 450,000 viewing hours. I'm just kidding. No, help us to build our online presence with YouTube, because that's a great way for us to reach out to many, many other people. And like and follow us on Facebook, and check out the posts on there that Skippy puts up, because does a great job at putting together interesting stuff. So anyways, this is rear disc brakes. And funny part about this job is I did this job on this car 30 years ago. And I put new rotors on, and these rotors are in fabulous shape. There's probably maybe 60 kilometers on this brake job before this car was parked, and I parked it. So I did calipers and rotors and pads on the front, and I did calipers, pads, and rotors on the rear 30 years ago. So now I'm going through them again, and it's kind of like deja vu for me, but we're going to be able to reuse these rotors, and all we really need to do is just clean up this hub. The rotors are absolutely in fabulous condition. The brake pads are as well. I took the liberty of taking the calipers off, because we're going to rebuild these calipers. I was going to replace them, but at $600, no, $29 for a kit to rebuild the caliper. And so I've taken it off, and you can see these pads have nothing on for wear. They're not breaking away from the backing plate, from the bonding rivets. They're like brand new. In fact, I just took a little wire wheel there. I'll clean these up, and these can absolutely go back into service. Like I said, these pads and these rotors have like 60 kilometers on them that I put on them when I put the car away. The caliper, you can actually still see it's fairly clean, but we're going to go through it. And I was laughing yesterday night when Skippy left, and I thought, well, you know what, I'm just going to take the caliper off. Look at the anti-seize on the pins. That was me 30 years ago. So when I took this apart last night, I started laughing because the pins came out like butter. So is it worth cleaning them up? So I'm going to show you some tips and tricks on how we're going to service this caliper. And we're going to put a $29 kit in it and bring the calipers back to life and save a ton of money, where we can use that money on other things that are more important. I mean, brakes are important, but we don't need to waste this money that was already spent 30 years ago. So I took the caliper off. We got new emergency brake cables to go back in, and I think I actually changed this one because it doesn't look that old, but it's junk. It's junk. The clips are rusted, so you know what? You got to do the job once, do it well. This spring here, is you're going to discover when I show you how to rebuild the caliper, is very important to the loading of the caliper. So basically all I need to do right now, we'll do in the next video, I'll break this caliper down and show you how it comes apart and what needs to be done. But this rotor is stuck. So how do you get that off? Well, first of all, last night with my cordless drill, in all our videos I show you using hand tools on purpose so that you can get the idea of what tools you need and what jobs you can get done very, very simply without having to have a whole tool chest full of tools. So there's a lot of work that you can do yourself in your driveway. If I was in my driveway, this would be the same setup. My axle stands in a safe position, the vehicle up high enough so I can work on it. I'm not laying on the ground to try and do a brake job. We got to get new backing plates, so those definitely need to be replaced. So I just, with my wire wheel, I think I put it away already, on my cordless drill, just clean around this hub, and I put some corrosion fluid on there, actually called corrosion free. I really like it, and it has gone all the way around here in this groove. So now I'm going to take a soft-faced hammer and just give that a beating and loosen it up. And sometimes you'll get it right away, and sometimes you don't. It's moving. Don't wail away on it with a metal hammer if you're going to want to reuse this. And in this particular case, most of everything that's on here is money in the bank if you don't destroy it. If you destroy it and use a metal hammer because you're impatient to get it off and you start getting rammy with it, then you know what? If you nick this rotor and put divots in it, it's over. So you're throwing money away. So just take your time and whack it around. And it is moving. But I'm not going to waste a perfectly good rotor. I'm just not. Because, like I said, there's other areas on this car where money needs to be spent. And I see guys just wailing away on the rotor. And you know what happens? I have to get a screwdriver. Yeah. I don't know if the car's in lock or not. But if you start hammering on here, you can use a block of wood, but I just find my dead blow hammer is the best thing. There we go. So turn it and whack it. It's like the whack-a-mole game. And I just put the wheel nuts on there. just to so it doesn't fly off on you. It's not going to end up in your lap. You can use a brass hammer if you have one. I don't know if you've seen one of those before or not. But you can. I'll grab one and show you. You can use a brass hammer on that. Don't run away, Skippy. I'm coming back. I know. You say, oh darn, he's coming back. Here he is. This is a brass hammer. They're very expensive. But it's a good tool to have if you want to invest in one, because this won't hurt it. But I'm still not going to wail away on it. Get ready. It's on its way. So is Christmas. There we go. Hallelujah. We win. So now, just back those off. And I like to use trays, so if you wonder where I get this stuff, I go to like the Salvation Army, Goodwill. I go into the kitchen section, and you can get these pans for like $5, $2. Pizza trays. They really help to make the cleanup snap. And there's going to be a little bit of brake fluid coming out because the line is wide open here. I cut it off last night, so this baby should come right off of there. Now, just like that. Ta-da! And look, no damage from the brass hammer. None. So I'll just use, what I will use to clean this up with is an 80 grit flapper disc on my grinder, and it'll clean this surface right off and the front and back of the rotor, and it'll be good as gold. So that's all it in a nutshell. In the next series, part 3, I think it is. I think this is part 1, 2, 1.5, 1.5, perhaps. You'll have to watch the next one, and we'll dissect the caliper, and I'll show you how to rebuild it. And yes, you can do it. You can do it and save a ton of money. Like I said, a pair of these calipers, my cost, garage cost, over $600 plus tax. So we need backing plates, don't you think? Well, maybe we can rebuild it. Weight reduction. Yeah, better gas mileage. So we're going to invest in some backing plates. And I got a couple of resources for that. So we got to take these bolts out, and they can be a bit of a bear, let me tell you. But we're going to need a pair of them because, especially with disc brakes on the rear, I find, not so much on the front, but on the back, I find you can get stones jammed in there and trapped between the caliper and the pads, and it sounds like the whole car's coming apart. So we're going to do it right and tight. We'll put new backing plates on. We'll clean this hub up as well. What works really good for that, I find, is, again, on my cordless drill, something you can own at home and invest in. You go to the Prince of the Palace store, you can get a kit of wire wheels, different types. And they even have a brass wire wheel like a cup. That thing works amazing for cleaning this stuff up. Really does. It tears at it. It's aggressive, but not destructive, and that's what I like. But you can buy that kit for like $29, and I'll tell you what, I've been using that wire wheel kit a lot lately, and it is a time saver. And as I said, you got a cordless drill at home, they chuck right in there, and away you go. So you can do all your cleanup yourself. So next step, overhaul the caliper, clean up the rotor, clean up the hub and the saddle, and source a backing plate, and then get these nuts off the flange, which are a bit of a treat. So I'm going to start soaking those down, because the nuts are not in very good shape, and I may end up having to cut some nuts off of it. I hope not, but if I have to, then I have to, because we do have to get backing plates on here. We have to get them on here. So stick around for the next part, and hope you'll come back and join us. Follow us on Facebook. Like, share, follow, and be part of our Car Connection community. And subscribe. It's free. It's absolutely free. We'd send you a donut if we could, but we've tried texting them. It's not working out. So we've got to come up with another plan. So subscribe, like, share, follow us on YouTube, and put a comment in. Hey, have you ever rebuilt a caliper on your vehicle, or done rear disc brakes on your car? What project are you working on? Yeah, put a comment in there. Let us know what's going on in your world, because we're showing you what's going on in our world. Show us what's going on in your world. And yeah, ring the notification bell. That's really going to help you as well. If you don't want to miss a single video, then the notification bell is your tool for accomplishing that, because you will be notified when the next videos come out. 2 for Tuesday, 1 every Friday, every single week. So give a big comment to Skippy, who's working the camera, and let her know she's doing a good job, okay? And maybe send her a donut or something nice. Yeah, that'd be good. So till next time, keep it under 100. Happy motoring. Thanks for stopping by, friends. We'll see you in the next one. Well, thank you for stopping by the Car Connection Workshop right here on YouTube. Don't forget to come back and join us for another segment. So like, share, tag, and follow, and ding that bell so that you don't miss a single edition of Car Connection. So till next time, keep it under 100 and put the coffee on, because we're coming to your house.